Okay, good evening, viewers. Thanks again for joining us for the this session of the S.H.E Gallery Show, where we feature different aspects of the art and the art world here in Chicago and abroad. Thanks for joining us today. As usual, you can join us live tonight at CAN T.V 21, or you can join online at cantv.org/hotline. Alternatively, you can also call in 312-738-1060. I'm Trixter, your host, and we got a very special guest for joining us tonight, which I'll be introducing in a moment. As we start this session off, I want to just remind all of our viewers and listeners that this series is about evolution, the evolution of graffiti across the nation, especially here in Chicago, and we've been featuring artists and having different sessions on talks of different elements of the movement. So we're glad to have you all aboard. Thanks for joining us. Again, you can give us a call in at 312-738-1060. The main tenet of what we're introducing here is about the growth of the graffiti movement as it arrived and was introduced in New York and subsequently filtered out through the whole entire nation and is now global culture. So we're having an in-depth discussion about the development of the art form, and specifically this session is we're talking about the transition of different styles and how different art movements happened in different states around the U.S. So we have a very special guest tonight. His name is Soon-Won. He's one of the pioneering elemental artists that he originally from New York. He hails from New York, but he traveled to the West Coast. I think he's a resident of the West Coast, and he's one of the main pioneers, if not one of the first pioneers of the movement there. So this is all in accordance with our show that's going to be happening on Friday, March the 4th. It's called Evolution, the foundation and founding of Chicago-style graffiti. So first we're going to do is we're going to take a break before formally introducing our guest and take a look at some of his work really fast. Give me 1 second. We want to switch over to the screen. We're going to take a look at some of Soon's work really quick. Okay, here we go. All right, this is some of Soon's work here. Okay. All right, we're gonna switch back. All right. Yeah, we just had a nice reel of your work, man. Some great work. Congratulations, man, on all your contributions. So let's start off by introducing you again. Soon One, original
How you
pioneer,
doing?
New York, LA. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the arts, man.
How you doing? Soon one got into it art of graffiti in the Bronx, Co-op City, uh, back in '79. You know, just through writing on the walls,
That's
subway.
what attracted you to it, to the movement. Just everybody was doing it and just
Everybody was writing on the walls.
oh,
Everybody was writing on the walls with nice markers. They L markers back then, but they scraped them to make them fat, and they looked it nice. It was
hmm.
exciting.
Okay,
You
so
know,
you said co-op. That's in the Bronx, right?
yeah, Co-op City in the Bronx. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
What lines were you working on? Twos and fives?
That's the five. That's the five. The five and the two. The five train up on over there by Co-op. The Baychester and Dye Avenue. Last up on the five, but I take the five and the two to get up that way. You
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like back then, coming up '79? Because I started in '70 and '79 b-boying and dancing, and then I started doing clothing and stuff like that. We our movement, the trains came a little bit later, and so at that time, what was it like coming up? And then what kind of crews were out then? What kind of artists?
It was great, man. I used to hang. At first, I used to be in Co-op City. I used to hang with Short Shot, kids like Tambu, uh, ART crew. Act, a lot of dudes from the Bronx. Tambu, Tema, Dot. And then you go out of the Bronx, out of the Co-op City, and you see like Blade, Comet, and all of that. And then shit like that. It's good. It was good. It was beautiful, man. I loved it. I couldn't. Once I got into it, I'd take a tag before I leave my building to go to school, man. That's the first thing I want to do is take a tag before I even leave the building.
Word up.
I
Yep.
love writing on the walls.
No doubt. It's definitely love. And then I know you started your original crew was Young Lords and a couple
That
others.
was in California. That was a crew in California that I made up in
Oh,
California.
you had a
When I
couple.
was
You had a couple other ones you mentioned to me. I don't have them written down, but I recall
Yeah.
it.
PA.
PA, PA.
Promoted artists. That was in the Bronx. I had that in the Bronx.
Okay, I'm familiar with. I recall from our conversations that you used to vibe with Pone
Yeah, Poem and Snow.
and
Yeah.
Snow. Yeah.
My
I've seen some of Snow's work and Pone. I painted with Pone. We vibe a lot when I was in New York, so it was
all
definitely.
right. That's a good guy, man. He was a good guy in '82. I don't know. I ain't seen him in 200 years.
Yeah, true that. So let's talk about your progression with your transition into LA. How did that go?
It went smooth, man. Everybody, they want to say I was the best because I was the doing it the most. But hey, that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep on doing what I was doing, though. I'm not going to change. It's not. See, that's hindsight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they talking that crazy talk, that's hindsight. That ain't reality. Reality was I popped up there and they wasn't doing it. You know what I
What
mean?
year?
Just
What year
like the
was
break
this? What year was this?
82.
'82. It wasn't a lot of no writers. I was blank.
Man, none. No writers. None.
Wow, that's
It
cool.
wasn't none. No crew, no none of that. The first kind of crew started like in '85. You know?
Wow. So one of my buddies originally from Frisco, and he took a lot of stuff we was doing. He went up there and he went to Frisco, Daly City, and a few other areas there, and he kind of laid a foundation there as well. His name Orko. You may know of him, and yeah, he used to bring me back stories because he was originally from there. He used to dance like back when Demon of the Mines. And they were active, and he used to dance and bring back stories of LA and California, man. We used to always vibe on it. But
Okay.
so yeah, I've checked out the history a little bit here and there, and I always hear your name as being a founder and originator there. And our topic is about how different styles like came from New York, came to the
Right.
Midwest, went to both coasts or what have you, and you coming from
Right.
New York and spawning the LA. I thought that would be a prime info to kind of like, mention and reference. And I'm glad you was able to join us with that. So give us a little bit more detail on what it was like. I know you kind of started some of the main painting centers like Radiotron, Pan Pacific, or Xanadu.
I didn't start. I didn't start the Radiotron thing. The Pan Pacific, the Panic Zone, a lot of little spots like that. But that Radiotron, they was up there already, bro.
Oh, they were? Okay. Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah,
just give me an idea.
before I went to the actual building, you know what I'm saying? Not they was writing before me, you know what I'm saying? But before I got up to go to the Radiotron, you feel me?
I feel you. So just give us a little more detail. Like, just give us like from when you arrived at 82 up until like till it started like propagating throughout LA.
Well, when I arrived at 82, there was gang graffiti, but there was no graffiti like we doing it like this. But then the other cats started coming, getting in, I'm gonna say the usual names. That was in the area that I seen. You feel me? I can tell you about what I seen first because I was right in that direct area. Then when I ventured over somewhere else, you feel me? I see other things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I see, Rival, you know what I mean? And Minor, PJ, who else? Zeus, dude named Zeus. Couple of dudes. And they was just doing tags though, doing little tags and maybe a throw up here and there. You know what I mean?
So
that wasn't in 82 though. That was like in 83, 84.
That was a few years later. Okay, so around 80, I say 85, 86, 87. I started vibing with because my man he was there from 80s and up, Orko. And then I started vibing.
I think I heard that now. He sounded like a breakdancer dude.
Yeah. He used to dance and stuff. But we started vibing with these cats at 85, 86. Charlie and Power, DTK, SMD.
Yeah, I heard of them. But after I left, I never knew them when I was in California.
Oh, okay, you had left there. So when did you leave there? Like when did you start venturing away from there?
1988.
Okay, so I think from my reference, when we first started, around 86, 87, LA started really emphasizing using the kneecap. I started seeing a lot of writers using that kneecap there before, they started really doing painting
they
style.
They probably was because, I'm not going to say what I think, you know what I'm saying? But I used to use like the Jiffy Phone. I didn't really have too many fat caps, you know what I'm saying? But I started getting the tested caps, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no connect back in New York. See, them cats, they be calling people back in New York. When I left New York, I wasn't no cell phones and I didn't have nobody's number. You know what I mean? Ain't no calling nobody. We sharing flip. I don't have no pen pals like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever I did whatever I had. You know what I mean? I never had the people sending me flicks from New York and all that. You know what I mean? None of that. I was an outlaw writer. I wasn't a writer where everybody got my number and everybody could holler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was like people didn't even know who I was, man. They probably thought I was Chinese at first. You know what I mean?
Word.
They didn't even know who I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What? So I vibe with like Skill Rock and Reefer One too. Them some of my peoples too.
Yeah. That's my boy there right there.
Yeah. He painted up here with us a few times. Skill and then Reefer. We vibe in the same crew.
Good dudes, man, right there, man. Good people right there, man. Keeping it real, keeping the history right. You know what I mean?
True that.
And, you know what I mean? A lot of people, man, they got them fantasy stories, man. 85 is a long time ago too. You know what I mean? Take it for what it's worth. People come on 85, or 87, but then they want to push it back. Oh, I was out in 82. Come on, man. That sound crazy.
True that.
That's how they moving it. That's how But I'm not here to talk about all that. We talking about the progression of it and all that, right?
So that was our topic, and so we're gonna take a break for a minute. We're live on the CAN TV show. You can reach us at on CAN TV 21. You can also join online at cantv.org/hotline, and you also can give us a call if you have any questions for our guests or for me myself. The number is 312-738 1060. I'm Trixter, your host. We're live on CAN TV. We'd love to have you give us a call if you have any questions or concerns about, the art forum, the art show coming up. Again, this is the S.H.E Gallery Show, which is a non-for-profit here in the Chicago area, focused on the arts and culture. And we always give a great look at what the scene is and what's going on around here in the Chicago area. And we have a special guest tonight, S.H.E, original pioneer from New York. And he travels around the states doing many things, doing the art, carrying it around. And he's known as a pioneer throughout in the LA area. All right, we can join back with S.H.E. All right, brother. Yeah, we're back. We just had to do a little station identification break. But feel free. If there's anything you want to share about the industry, we're talking about different styles. So what's your take on styles now? How the progression has gone from like the 3D stuff, from the original like New York funk style, purist styles, to what a lot of the cats doing nowadays. What you think about it?
I mean, some of the stuff is funky. Some of the stuff is outrageous. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then some of the stuff is getting away from the crab. It's more on some art stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Different kind of not letter art. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Letters. You know what I mean?
That's what I agree. That's what our whole thing is about. Letter in the letter form. That's what we always emphasize. That's how I learned as a writer coming up that was the focal of the art. Everything else was accessory to that.
Everything else is accessory, man. But it's coming. It look good, man. But a lot of people, throw-ups is coming back hard. Throw-ups is coming back hard. Yeah. I was out in LA not too long ago, man. They got it wallpapered down out that motherfucker. Throw-ups galore, all over the place.
So what's the metal scene like there? Is it anything coming, or is this a lot of freights, or what?
I really, man, I'm 54, man. I don't really go to the freights and all that, and I've done it, you know what I'm saying? But mm-hmm. I don't be benching and all that like that at the freights and nothing like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I don't really. If I had somebody to go with, I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't do it for myself.
So are you still somewhat active? Like, do you do a lot of murals?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do graffiti. I do, but I don't do no illegal stuff. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
And I ain't stealing paint no more.
Yeah, me either. I hear you, brother. Yeah. True that.
But I thought you talking about the old school. That's where I'm from. That's my era, the old school. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't really speak for the new cats. You know, I think I speak for themselves, man. But I can only tell you what I think of it. Like I said, it's looking good. And a lot of throw-ups are coming back. Throw-ups, it look like throw-ups are coming back, and they falling off on their throw-up skills, though. I'm not sure. There's
you can start with hand style, then the throw-up. Yeah. And you got to master that first. First.
Yeah. Some dudes, they ain't got no good throw-up, and they can't tag for shit.
True
that. That's backwards. You can't start like that.
So anything you want to share about like what you think the scene gonna be like in the future? What do you see it? Do you know about the augmented, the 3D, the virtual reality graffiti? Where do you think the scene gonna go?
Oh man, it's to the stars, man. I don't even know where it's going. It's going places. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just holding me. They ain't gonna say they holding me back, but you niggas ain't. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They don't want to know the real. Yeah, I was a graffiti writer. I don't know what it is nowadays, man. When I was a graffiti writer, everybody was mean to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
Everybody was like mean to each other. I mean, it wasn't like no love fest. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit if you go to the bench or something like that, but like it was a competition thing, just like the break that. Them crews, they didn't really flock with the other crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, man, it was gangster. It wasn't gangster, but
it was a little rougher. Yeah.
It was way rougher, and it don't have the same spirit no more. I mean, I'm just saying, as a kid, I know it's never coming back. But I'm saying that if you learn it the way I learned it, you know what I'm saying? When you have to really,
that's what we always say.
Getting up, not the I could go buy some whatever that new Montana and all that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go rack up paint, man. You can get some engine paint, any kind of paint, all paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what we say.
And skinny caps. You can do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I was coming up, I tell a lot of the kids now. It's like y'all used to, permission walls, painting in the day. There was none of that going back on 30, 40 years ago.
They don't know fear, adrenaline, and motherfucker. You know, come on, man, and you got to get it correct. You can't come off whack.
Yeah,
come
true
on,
that.
Man. And all day is fear. You stealing all day. I mean, that's what I was doing as a graffiti writer. I wasn't. You know, that was my whole day getting the paint. That's adrenaline pump. My whole life. That's what I probably liked it about graffiti. It was just adrenaline.
It was
all
about
the
the
time.
rack.
Go to the yard. It's adrenaline. I don't walk in there with headphones on. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around. I'm trying to get in and get out. I ain't trying to get caught. So
yeah, they have.
I guess I liked it that.
Nowadays they have pizza parties at the wall, and you know they sit there for hours out. You only had 30 minutes to do a piece or something. An hour do the piece. Now you do. People there for 16 hours. They there for 16 hours doing. You know
exactly. And then they call your shit. Oh, he this that. But nigga, you ain't did it like I did it. You know what I'm saying? Your shit is weight. You can camp out with a beach chair. You know, got your old lady up there and all that. Come on, man. Come on. I'm ducking and dive. I'm ducking around. I'm in the night. You know what I'm saying?
That's the nature of progression, though, bro. I mean, I'm all for it. I like being a part of it now. And what we're gonna do? You give us a moment, take a pause. We're gonna take a look at another video and talk about the segment a little more. And we're gonna show a brief segment advertisement for the show. Give us a moment, okay?
Right.
All right, so we live on the CAN TV show. Here's an advertisement for the upcoming Family Resemblance show, The Evolution of Chicago-Style Graffiti. It's going to be at the Catacombs this Friday, March 4th, and it's going to run to May the 7th. Family Resemblance, The Evolution of Chicago-Style Graffiti. It's a group exhibition that explores the history of the Chicago graffiti style, brought to you by writers who defined the movement. So feel free to, you can get to this page by going to epiphany.com. Family Resemblance, the Evolution of Chicago Style Graffiti. Alternatively, you can visit the S.H.E Gallery's website at sharinghisenergygallery.net, and you can figure out how to register and come and attend this show. We'd love to have you all attend. We have an all-star lineup of artists that'll be participating, and it's going to be showcasing works from the earliest sessions here in Chicago, from the late 70s, early 80s, up until now. We have a great lineup of artists, including Pingo, Slang, Orko, Drastic, B-Boy, East, Warp Fest, and Take Two, and myself. So please join us this Friday. As we're talking about the evolution of style, we're going to take a quick look on some different aspects of style real quick. Now here's some of the growth. Like if you look at some of the old style of graffiti, you can take a look at some of the newer things that are out. Things like this, 3D stuff, and it's progressing. Animated, three-dimensional stuff. Look at some of this virtual reality, how graffiti is being done now. Interactive, augmented graffiti. So there's a lot of avenues. Animated stuff that's virtual, that it looks like it's in real space, but it's accessible through your phone and different types of viewing technologies. Computer-generated stuff that resembles and has elements of technology. All right, we'll take a look at some augmented stuff here, how these things are interacting. So a lot of these technologies involve having 3D rendering and having motion involved in your art through, virtual augmented technologies. Utilizing your mobile phone and other viewing elements. Okay, we're live on the CAN TV show. We're back with our guest, Soon One. All right, so we're going to be closing out a little bit. Anything you care to share with our audience and give some references where people can view your work and things like that?
Yeah, you can check me out. I am Soon One on IG. And, everybody have a good day, man. Travel safe and write and get paper, man. Do what you got to do, man. And do your art, the way you do it. Art is art. Whatever you like is what you like.
That's true. That's true. Thanks for sharing that with us. Okay, viewers, we're live on CAN TV. You can join in if you have any questions. We got a couple minutes left. Or you can join us online at sharinghisenergygallery.net. Or you can join in on the hotline as usual, cantv.org, /hotline. Give us a call, 312-738-1060. I'm Trixter, your host. And in closing, I want to say, again, thanks Soon for joining us. And please join us at the show this Friday at the Epiphany Center here in Chicago on Ashland near Jackson. We're going to have a great show, The Evolution of Chicago Graffiti. And we look forward to joining us. You also can register online for that show at epiphany, CHI.org. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing y'all the next session. Peace and blessings and travel safely. Be well, please.
Definitely.